Is it good?
Yeah.
Yay! Okay. Hi, team. Okay, so I'm gonna make a really quick video real fast just about what you do when you have a distributor join your team, because we have a lot of new people that are joining with all of these bonuses and things like that. So you want to make sure that you are training your people, right? Because the best that you can train them, the better results you're going to have for your business and they're going to have for your business, and you obviously want everyone to join your team to be successful. So I have done a lot of trial and error with like training distributors and things like that, and it has changed over the course of 3 years, and it will probably continue to change. But like right now, what is working for me is just what I want to share with you guys, because I have so many people asking me all the time, like what I'm doing, how my team is enrolling so many customers, how they're enrolling so many distributors, how they're getting charged and promoting and things like that. So I just want everyone to have all of that information too. So the first step that you do is you have someone join your team. The very first thing that you want to do is make sure that you go check that they're in your e-suite, because a lot of people say that they'll join. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they go to the wrong website. Anything can really happen, and you just don't know. So you don't want to start training them until you check them out in e-suite. So what you can do, so if someone tells me, okay, I joined, here's my ID, I go into my e-suite, which is your back office. You log in with your distributor ID and whatever password you picked when you joined. You'll go to reports, you'll go to additional reports, and then you'll go to personal enrollment team, and you'll see all of your distributors, all of your loyal customers that you have recently enrolled. So if their name is there, then you're in the clear and that you can start training them. But you always want to make sure that you do that, just because, like I said, you don't want to start training someone and they're not even like on your team, or they didn't even join. I've literally had that happen to me before. So that's step one. Make sure that they're in your e-suite. Then I'm just literally going to play you exactly what I do. So the first thing that we do, because our team is really big on host to post right now, which is just asking your friends on Facebook to post for you. And then when they do, all of their Facebook friends will be commenting under it that they're interested in either the products or business. So you're basically reaching a whole different market that you've never had like access to without this person. It's basically kind of like a referral program. So that's what our team does right away, because what I found is when you enroll a distributor, they want instant gratification. They want instant results right away, because they're nervous. They don't know if this is going to work. They don't know if they're going to make sales. They don't know if they're going to be successful at this. So before, like, I used to have them watch a lot of training videos, things like that, and I just found that it didn't really get them excited. They didn't really care, and I felt like, yeah, you could watch a million videos, but you're going to learn the best by actually just doing the action that it takes to start working your business. So I want them to have the instant gratification that, oh yeah, people are commenting, people are messaging me, people are ordering, people are liking my posts, things like that. So I want them to get that. So the first thing that I always have them do, hold on, is I have them make their first post. So their first post, I kind of explain to them why we do host a post. I'll literally send you like the same thing. So I say, so she joined. I say, yay. So your first goal in the business is to sign your first 5 customers to unlock your $100 shopping spree. I always mention what they're working towards, so they have something to work towards. So it's not like they're just working for nothing. Shopping spree. So we're going to make your first post to start reeling in your customers. So post this Facebook post. So post this post on Facebook and Instagram and tell me when you're finished. So I kind of give them like a call to action. It's kind of, I think Jade Hooper says this, like, I throw you the ball, you throw the ball back to me. I'm giving you the post, you're telling me when it's done. It's a two-way street. So I give them a picture. We're all about coffee. I'll show it to you. So I go on, oh, that's too dark. I go on Pinterest. I don't get pictures of like actual keto coffee, and of course I just lost it. But it's basically just a picture of like normal coffee. I gotta find it. Okay, here it is. So it's just a picture of normal coffee. The post says, who would be willing to do a 30-day weight loss challenge for 3 months where you can still drink coffee while losing weight, no catch, only 10 spots. So that's their first post. Okay, awesome. They posted it. So now what I want to do is I want them to start messaging, because again, once they start getting that gratification that people are interested, people are going to be posting for them, stuff like that. So I'm literally going to just play the message that I send them. And what I did was I voice chatted this message to myself on Facebook. So I voice chatted it. I sent it to myself on Facebook Messenger. So anytime I get a new distributor, all I do is forward it to that distributor on Facebook. So I don't have to make this same voice memo every time I send a distributor. I literally just forward it, because if you have the button, like you see the button right there, all you do is forward it to the next one. So I'll just play it.
Okay, so people are going to start commenting on it. We're not going to wait for people to comment, because we just don't wait for anyone. Like, we have goals, so we go out there and make sure we get those goals. So what we're going to do is we're going to start messaging down your active list. So what you want to do is go to your messenger, and you're going to see at the top it says active. You're going to click on it, and it's basically going to give you a list of people that are on Facebook right now. So I'm going to send you a message to send to them, okay? And it's going to be, you're not going to really understand what we're doing at the beginning, but once it's done, you'll understand why we're doing it. And then so just send this message, just go down your list, start messaging people. When you start getting replies, do not, I repeat, do not respond to anyone until you send me the screenshot of what they say, so I can give you what to say back. It's super important to just, even if you think you know the answer, just hold tight, wait for me so I can walk you through this conversation.
Okay, and then after that, it says, here's your message, and then I send them the message that they need to start sending out to their Facebook friends, which is, hey girl, I hope I'm not bugging you, but could I ask you a quick question? So I encourage you guys, make a voice memo like that, and like, make sure you tell them, do not reply until I send you a screenshot. I'm so big on that. Like, even my leaders know I'm not gonna tell you what to reply with until I have a screenshot, because you just can't, you have to see the conversation. And especially with new people, I feel like they just kind of take the conversation to themselves and kind of like just run with it, which is really good to have the initiative to do that, but they don't understand that the conversation is so key. It's so key. It's the most important part. And if you are just word vomiting out, with everything, like, people are not going to want to order from you. So you, as their leader, you have to kind of be in like control mode and make sure that they're sending you the screenshots, because they're going to want people to order. And as a distributor, however long you've been in this business, that the conversation is so important. So if they're like I have some girls that are like, okay, this girl said how much, I'm like, send me the screenshot. And then she sends me the screenshot and she didn't even ask how much. So like you cannot reply unless you physically see it, so you know what to reply. So that's what I do first. They start messaging, they start sending me screenshots. Basically, they're going to be messaging what was I gonna say? They message like the little script about, hey, how would you feel about giving me a copy and paste post, blah 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 blah. The people say yes. I give them the post to give, and if you guys need that, just message me or your leader, and they'll have that. I'm not going to go into all of that because it's a lot. And then the same thing. So I say, okay, awesome. When people start commenting, you're going to send me screenshots. So in the meantime of all of this, what they've done is they posted their first post. They have been messaging people. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add them to the team page, which is the Dashing for Diamonds page. And this is another question that I get all the time. Do not add your new people to any chats. None. Because you want their, I don't even know what the word is. You want to be the only person that they are talking to at all. Because when they have 500 million people, in this chat, they have 20 people in this chat complaining, they have all this, like 25 million notifications going off in this chat, they get so overwhelmed, they're like, I'm done. Like, I'm not doing it anymore. It's too overwhelming. You want to be their only access to them, so you can make sure that they do this right and that they are successful. So I don't add them to your like team chat until they at least sign their first 4 customers, because until they sign their first 4 customers, like they're not in the routine yet of how to do it. So like them having their phone go off with their personal stuff and their business, then this team chat going off with everyone else's enrollments, they're going to get confused, and they're going to see everyone else enrolling, and they're going to get really discouraged. But because like me, I've been in the business for 3 years. I'm enrolling 20 customers, but she just started and she hasn't enrolled one. Obviously, she's going to get discouraged. So you want to make sure that she's at least somewhat successful so she doesn't feel so intimidated in that group chat. And then our team also has a host to post boom chat. So I don't have them entered into that chat until they get at least 5 host to posts up. And again, it's the same reason, because that chat goes off constantly. So you don't want to overwhelm them if they don't know what they're doing at first. So let them get in the groove of things, sign 4 customers, get 5 host to posts up, because now they kind of know the conversation, they know how it's supposed to go, so they can do all that. So yes, so that's what I do with that. And then once they get their 5 host to post up, I say, awesome, cool. I'm going to add you to my host to post chat. You're just going to like post your screenshots in there. I make sure that I walk them through with screenshotting their host to post so they can go back and check on the comments like throughout the month. And so they can post in the chat for the giveaway. And then I make sure I teach them how to hide the host to post, because you don't want like 20 posts on your page of the same post. So like teach them how to hide them. It's basically like, you know, one step at a time. So you have to kind of teach them, like walk them through step by step every single thing. So they do that. That's their first day. So this is another thing that I do every single day with my newbies is as soon as I wake up, I message them right away. I have a list of all of my new people. I have a list of all of my leaders. I have a list of every single person on my team that's actively working. And I message them first every single day, because I want them to get going. I want them to like do what they need to do, get their promotions, get their enrollments, stuff like that. And I found that when you are just constantly talking to them and you're not like forgetting about them, like obviously that connection grows stronger. So when you're enrolling a lot of distributors, like most of you are going to with all this, with the $20 kits and things like that, you need to have a piece of paper. Like it's hard to keep track of people. It's not mean or anything, but it is hard to keep track of everyone. So write everyone down that you're actively working with and go through and just say, hey, like I'm so excited for today, like let's do this. So the first thing that I do every single day for a new person, like after the first day, is I always first say, hey, I want you to send me all of the screenshots of your conversations that you had yesterday, the people that didn't order or they didn't reply. Because what this is going to do is it's going to get them into the habit of what? Following up every single day, which what we know is the fortune is in the follow-up. So I get them in that habit first thing. They send me all the screenshots. I give them all the replies to follow up with. Second is I have them make their post. So every single day I basically like I do the same thing, follow up, and then I walk them through on how to post. So especially for like the first week, I give them ideas. So their second one is usually like, okay, so tell me why you started this business. What do you want this business to do for you? Like, things like that. So like that would be their second post maybe. And then the third day is like, okay, let's say they sign a customer. I'm like, okay, what did you do today? I went to the grocery store. Okay, awesome. Send me a picture of you at the grocery store. Send me a picture of the email. And then I want you to talk about you being at the grocery store and working your business at the same time. Maybe the fourth day is, maybe they paid for milk, something like that. So like, I kind of just like wing it every single day. I just give them a different topic every single morning to post about so that they can again get into the habit of following up and posting every single day, because that's important. So and then also what I do every single day is I kind of teach them like a new thing every single day. So the second day I'll be like, okay, adding people to your market is so important. Tell them why, because when you're messaging so many people, you're going to eventually run out of people, and the more people you have on your page, the more people that are going to be interested in what you're doing. So let's go and add 50 people. Tell them how to add. Let's go down your friends your friends list and add all their friends, or like however you guys want to do it. And I do the same thing like every single day. So like the second day, so since we already talked about posting, messaging, following up, and adding. So the third day, it will be again posting, message, adding, following up, and then I'll add something else. Awesome. Well, let's go talk about Facebook stories. Teach them how to do Facebook stories. Add them to the post for customers page. Get them introduced to that. Get them introduced to all these things that they have available. So like I basically just do the same thing, but I teach them a new thing every single day, so it's not overwhelming. So it's not like, hey, we gotta add, we gotta do Facebook stories, we have to do lives, we have to do team page, like all in one day. It's step by step. What else was I gonna say? I think that's basically it. And I think like the main thing with like signing up a distributor is just being so excited for them. Like you don't know what they're gonna do when they get started. They could be like the person that needs this the most and like ends up not doing anything. But like, and I feel like a lot of people like kind of feel like it's their fault if someone like doesn't work or someone ignores you or things like that. But like, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. It's gonna happen, and it has nothing to do with you. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. It has absolutely everything to do with them. You cannot care about their life more than they. So just do your best, be excited for them. And like I tell my team all the time, if they quit, if they're not working, if they're not responding to you, thank God. Like thank God for that, because they just weren't meant to be here, and you learned it early on in life versus like 2 years down the road, and then you're going to make room for someone else that really wants this just like you. So always keep that in mind, that like I said, you just have to do your best, give everyone the same opportunity that you have, and the people that are meant to be on your team will run with it, and the people that don't just won't. And that's okay. It's not for everybody, but all you can do is do your best. And another thing that I teach them too is when they're starting to talk to a lot of people, is I talk to them about their planner. So I just basically tell them like, okay, so you see this girl told you she's going to order on the 12th. This girl told you the 20th. You're going to be talking to so many people and getting so many dates from them that you're going to need a planner. So like tell them how to go get a planner. Like it seems really silly, but some people don't know. So okay, you can go to Walmart, Target, to the dollar store and just get a planner that has the month in the full, and then it breaks it down day by day so that you can mark all these people's names down, because like I said, when you are messaging so many people, you're going to forget, and you don't want to forget anybody. And another thing that I'm big on is just really big on voice chats. Like everything is like voice chatting basically, because I want them to hear my excitement, I want them to hear my voice, and I want them to know like I'm a real person too. So what else? Signing a new distributor. And sometimes I actually like walk them through eSuite too. Like, but most of the time they get a customer before I even have to do that. So like if they do like have someone ready to order, like our team is big on actually taking the order versus sending people to our websites, just because it just doesn't work good. So once they get an order and like they're already on eSuite, that's when I'm like, okay, I want you to go ahead, start clicking on stuff and just see what you find, see what you can like look around and see, and just click on a whole bunch of random things and get to know your back office, because this is where you're gonna this is like your computer database, that where like instead of going to an office, like you have your office like online right in front of you. So like get used to looking at this all the time, because this is such a big thing with your business, and they want to know kind of what they're paying for when they had to pay the $20. And that's how they, you can introduce that to them. I think that's basically it. Kristen, did I forget anything? Are you there?
No,
You know, did I forget anything?
no, I don't think so.
Okay, so I hope that helped. So now you can stop.